Changes will make the winter races that start tomorrow much safer. I'm Randy Cardoon talking with Vince Ferragamo about this week in the NFL. It's our KNX Football Insider Report in 7 minutes. Caltrans and the CHP are working to reopen the 5 through the Grapevine as frustrated drivers wait. These stories coming up in the next 15 minutes, but first at 10:15. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5 with Tom Tran.
Yeah, they're working on it, but there's no indication on when the Grapevine is going to be closed. It's coming up on 36 hours now. That 5 shut down between Parker and Grapevine Road in both directions because of inclement weather. The 14th seeing some major delays as well because of icy and slick roads. The 14th southbound has been a mess because of an earlier signal. Slowing on 14th. Start back at Avenue S. It's going to stay jammed up all the way down towards the Sierra Highway. Sierra Highway is also jam-packed in both directions because everybody was using that as an alternate route. Over on the 58, that's closed as well in both directions from the 14 in Mojave to Town Line Road. And it looks like the police are doing escorts if possible, but it is still closed on the 58. So you're going to have to avoid it. We also have Stigler still in place northbound 714 just past Pear Blossom. A crash here blocking the right lane. 14 northbound Port Angeles Forest Highway. He's running a brake to move a big rig out of the middle lane. And we've got a crash on the 405 north at the 90. This one's blocking the carpool lane. And a new crash just popped up on the Santa Monica Freeway. 10 westbound at Robertson. It has made its way off to the right shoulder. If you see more traffic problems, give us a call on the KNX Beltway Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 323-467-1070. Next report, 1025. More traffic reports, more off the top for KNX 1070 News Radio.
Wind advisories in effect this morning. Lots of sunshine, clear skies. Temperatures below average today into your weekend. Low 60s from the beaches to the basin. Upper 50s for the valleys this afternoon. Inland Empire in the mid-50s. High deserts in the mid-40s. Mountains, you'll be in the mid-30s today. Temperatures stay below average for your weekend. The forecast looking dry for Saturday and Sunday. Next chance for rain moves in late Sunday into Monday. Drying out into your New Year's Tuesday and Wednesday. With Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast, I'm CDX2 meteorologist Danielle Kirsch, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Right now in Hollywood, we have 53 degrees. Griffith Park also 53. Corona Del Mar, it's 54 degrees. It's 10:17 on KNX. The troubled Santa Anita Race Park opens its new season tomorrow with officials looking to a much better New Year.
We're looking for a happy New Year. There is no question about that.
Santa Anita's Mike Willman says they're hoping to draw back some fans chased away by the deaths of 37 horses at the track this year.
Very, very confident that our fan base is still with us. Obviously, we've had an unprecedented year in terms of issues.
To address those issues, he says they brought in imaging equipment to pick up on any pre-existing injuries the horse might have before it hits the track. But that's not all the park is doing.
We've taken a number of proactive measures just to do everything we can to ensure the safety of our equine and human athletes.
Tomorrow, 11 races are scheduled, 10 on Sunday. Karen Adams, KNX 1070 News Radio.
The dispute over jet noise between the Burbank Airport and its neighbor's residence is likely to reach new decibels. That's because passenger traffic increased 20% in October from the same time last year. The airport has seen a 5-year passenger traffic increase of 66%. More flights is the reason the officials have been trying for 5 years, to start work on a new, bigger terminal building. The noise from those flights is why neighbors are fighting the plan. Burbank voters said okay in 2016. Now a task force of federal and local officials is trying to work out a compromise. The candidates are set for the LA school board election in March. The first vote since a new state law went into effect that makes it easier for school boards to deny petitions for new charter schools. That's why both charter school advocates and the teachers union are gearing up for an intense, expensive campaign. 4 of the 7 board seats are up. 3 incumbents are running for re-election in 1 seat, which represents South LA and San Pedro. That's open. Charter school advocates need to win 1 more seat to gain the board majority. Cannabis businesses in Costa Mesa could see their tax rates drop
memory for us was lighting the torch for one of the games with some of my former teammates from the Super Bowl. That was a lot of fun. I think the Rams went on to win that game, and I think that's a lot of fun. Watching them go to the Super Bowl last year brings back great memories. And then, playing, I think, my first Monday night football game against the Falcons with Howard Cosell and Dandy Don and the group that was up in the booth. I think, beating the Falcons 20-14 and going on a run to make it to the Super Bowl, that was great fun. And all those memories started in the Coliseum. And it's unfortunate that it's going to end there this Sunday, but, it's been a great history of games.
The unflappable Vince Ferragamo.
That's right. Howlett. Yeah, I got a picture of him in my den here, so he was a great one.
All right, Chargers in Kansas City on Sunday. So should they keep Melvin Gordon or Phillip Rivers next season? Should they keep both? Should they keep neither? What do you think?
Man, that's a loaded question, Randy.
I gave you a lot out.
Everybody's wondering what they're going to do next year. Obviously, they have to revamp. They have to go back to the drawing board and get back to basics, do the right things. They made too many mistakes this year. Maybe it started off on the wrong foot with Melvin Gordon's holdout. That didn't help the team at all. Austin Eckler was always there as a dependable one, but they just couldn't get it going. Their defense, they lost. They lost a couple players on defense. That hurt them bad. I think they were in a turmoil this year, and I think that Phillip Rivers obviously had such a great career. But, when it comes through these kind of things, it's just, you got to keep your mind focused, and you just have to just keep playing on, and there might be some changes.
49ers at Seattle. How do you see that going? And will Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin work out for the Seahawks in some way?
Well, Chris Carson and Rashawn Penny are both out, so they were a great running team. So they rely on the running game, and the beast mode with Marshawn Lynch and Robert Turbin. There's something to be said about a 4th-round draft pick. They were both on the Super Bowl runs on Seattle's team, so they have a history there. Drafted the same year as Russell Wilson. They came together and they keep in touch. So I think they should add a big lift for the running game.
That's Vince Ferragamo. You can join us this time on Monday when our football insider will be Chargers Hall of Famer Dan Fouts of CBS Sports. And remember, you can also hear an extended version of the KNX Insiders on radio.com, the app, of course, and KNX1070.com, and on Alexa. The mountains are covered in snow. It's a beautiful picture, which is also mostly good news for the local ski resorts. We'll have more at the bottom of the hour coming up at 10:30 right now. At 10:25, traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Sponsored by Chevron with Techron. Here's Tom Tran.
The Grapevine still shut down and will remain so until further notice because of that snow and the terrible weather. The 5's closed between Parker Road and Grapevine Road in both directions until they say otherwise. The 58 is also closed between the 14 and Tower Line Road. The 14 also seeing slowdowns still because of an earlier very serious crash on the southbound side. We had snow all over the place. We have slick road conditions still continuing. The northbound south of 14, we had a stickler. That looks like it's clear. Traffic is improved there. We also have a crash on the northbound side of the 405 at the 90. This one blocking the carpool lane. The slowing starts back at the 105. It's going to stay jammed up towards the Santa Monica Freeway. Speaking of which, we've got a crash here westbound side of the 10 at Robertson. This one off to the right shoulder, but it's adding to the slowing that starts back at Arlington. The Chevron with Techron Way's alternate route would be Adams Boulevard or Washington Boulevard. Both of those look pretty good going westbound. You get back onto the 10 at National and puts you on the other side of the problems. Your next report, 10:35. More traffic reports, more on. Tom Trey, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Kind of chilly outside, clear and windy. Highs near 60. We're in the 50s in a lot of places. Some places still the 40s. Our windy conditions amount to 15 to 25 miles an hour for foothill areas. Sustained winds, gusts up to 35 miles an hour. Those will gradually diminish by this evening and certainly by tonight. Clear again for tomorrow and Sunday and overnight as well. Our overnight lows will be in the 30s and 40s. We'll have highs in the 50s to near 60 both days again. There is a chance of rain coming in late on Sunday to Monday. Not a big rain producer, but you'll definitely get wet. 52 degrees right now in Monterey Park. Rancho Santa Margarita, 53 degrees. La Cañada Flindridge right now has 53 degrees. And the Grapevine is still shut down as conference crews working. You've been hearing Tom Tran. They're working feverishly, but a lot of snow is left to be removed. And lots of fresh snow for skiers and snowboarders, but getting to the snow might be a challenge. Details on those stories 3 minutes away. It's 10:27.
KNX connects you to the breaking local news you need to know around the clock.
I can always get what I need to know right away.
With KNX, I feel connected to what's going on.
Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. KNX 1070 News Radio. Depend on us.
Who doesn't love shopping for a new car? But what about that sticker? The estimated mileage sticker. Is it high or low? It's hard to know. But know this. No gasoline gets better mileage than Chevron with Techron. It's proven. So stick with Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
When searching for a new or used vehicle, search FritzFord.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire. Driving with the penalty. Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs.